A new development in the curious case of the incel generation has emerged. A man named Michael Rotundo, age 30, lived with his parents in Syracuse, New York. After losing custody for his son, the parents sought the help of a judge to remove their son from their house. According to Michael, he is, quote, not bothering them by living there, and that they don't provide laundry or food.
I'm not a burden to them in the home. They don't provide laundry or food. It's really a moot point for them to seek me to be ejected.
Mr. Rotundo claims to run a website business and moved back home 8 years ago after losing a job. He also said that his family's actions are retaliatory, as he did not pay bills or contribute to chores. This is peak incel generation material right here. An unemployed man, 30, had been living with his parents for so long and running his business that he lost custody of his son and received a legal banhammer from a judge from his parents' house. The parents also gave him 5 written letters and $1,100 so that he could find a place to move to. He took the money, but had not found a place to live. Some people ask why it is that this generation is so strange. Is it the culture? Is it a mental health problem that has plagued the last few generations? Television, perhaps. Maybe, just maybe, some of the parents failed at teaching their children how to take care of themselves. Sometimes a situation can have 2 losers. Why is it that boomers tend to be such bad parents? On average, of course, and present company excluded. In this case, there was obviously some communication issues between the man and his parents. Apparently, they didn't even speak to each other. This family obviously has its issues, which is likely why the judge ordered Adult Protective Services to investigate their family, as he felt that there must be something concerning going on at home.
But we saw how they didn't speak to each other in court, so I wondered if they spoke to each other at home. He says, not at all.
This isn't to say that this man isn't at fault for his own situation in life. He is clearly an adult with a child of his own, unemployed and living with his parents for the past 8 years. Obviously, if his business was a thriving one, he wouldn't be living with his parents and kicking and screaming on his way getting thrown out. I can't help but feel that his business was likely comprised of DeviantArt commissions, Let's Plays on YouTube, or selling handmade goods on Etsy. Each generation has been slowly but surely heading down this path, the decline of the family. Most people that I know have nearly abandoned traditional family roles. A lot of people don't even talk to their parents on a regular basis. As the family unit has deteriorated, so has the strength that comes from unity.
And one of the things that they mention in that letter, in several of those letters, is we want you to go and get a job.
Right.
Have you done that?
No, I have. I got a business that I get income from, and I'm expecting that I will be able to, overwhelmingly, I can't imagine I'm going to be here past 3 months.
The point is this: the incel generation did not happen all of a sudden out of the blue. This has been a direction that people have been heading down for a few generations now, but the clues that this has been happening have been hidden by popular shifts in values. This isn't anyone's fault, by the way, it's just the way that it is. However, stories like this one are interesting spotlights into the world we currently live in. When people talk about the decline of the West, this is one of the many variables that contribute to it. An increasing number of people aren't having children, aren't even moving out of their parents' house themselves. 10 years ago, no one would have thought that 2 parents seeking a judge's order to remove their 30-year-old son from their house would have been a reality. As understanding as I am trying to be of both sides, this man is a deadbeat, and I understand his parents' desire to kick him out, if nothing but to teach him how to fend for himself. I would probably be much more sympathetic to him if he didn't have a child of his own that he needs to be caring for.
30-year-old Michael Rotundo is speaking out hours after a New York judge ordered him to move out of his parents' home, where he's lived rent-free for the past 8 years. Tuesday, Rotundo, acting as his own attorney, appearing in New York Supreme Court, claiming that his parents, seen here listening in court, should have given him 6 months to find alternate housing, a point the judge called outrageous.